Okay, what is going on, everybody? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DKEN, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we commence this episode, do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and of course, as always, enjoy. Let's get started. Our top story for today shall be, if American females want to raise their standards and expectations towards men, then gentlemen, we shall do the same thing too. Let's raise our standards towards the females. Now, what can possibly go wrong with that? For those of you who genuinely believe that this is a bad idea, go ahead and spread your hate towards me. Put down your honest opinions on the comment section below this video. However, for those of you that have the strength and the testicle fortitude to agree with me, I will tell you exactly what we should expect from females. In other words, I will go into concrete detail as to what exactly females need to bring to the table in order to win and earn us, the men. The reason why I'm saying this is because too long have the men tried tirelessly to earn these females, and I'm putting that word earn on quotes. Too long have the men sacrificed too much of themselves trying to appease and please and impress these 304s when there was no need to do these things. Too long have many men drained all of their stamina and money trying to win over these beta females. Too long have many men self-destruct and threw their mental health down the drain just to impress these females who belong to the streets. Now, let's get down to business, okay? Here are the kind of standards that we need to raise towards American females, because at the end of the day, gentlemen, you are the goddamn prize, not these 304s who claim that they are the prize. Listen, if at any time you hear these females claim that they're the prize, the solution is very simple. Do not chase her. Very simple. Nowadays, you hear these females that use some quote that they got from Game of Thrones that goes something along the lines of, if you want a hoe, buy her, but if you want a queen, earn her. Here's a dose of reality. None of the females that you see walking around you are even close to a 10. Most of them that you will encounter are 4, 5, which is average. Some of them are 6 at best, or as Coach Greg Adams would describe them, as 49ers, meaning you have these females who are straight up 4 and they feel like they're a 9 just because they rack up 6 figures and they have more degrees than a deep fryer thermometer. Gentlemen, it doesn't matter how many degrees she has. It doesn't matter how much she's making, which leads to my number one standard. Can she cook? I repeat, can she cook? If so, what kind of entree can she cook? Personally, I don't care if it's beef stroganoff. I don't care if it's an onion soup or any kind of stew for that matter. I don't know about any of you boys out there, but I have a very wide and open palate, meaning I can eat quite a lot of things. Overall, I'm not allergic to a lot of food. So if she can cook, wonderful. That's one good thing. Number 2, can she clean? Okay, very simple. Is she capable of cleaning a whole house? Now, I personally do not have any problem going out there and purchasing all of the stuff that she needs. I'll take that responsibility of going out and buying a bunch of shit. But after that, that's the woman's job. How's that for 50-50? Okay, number 3, is she feminine? Essentially, what that means is, can she act like a lady or does she act like a disrespectful bitch? Is she masculine? Does she exude masculine traits? This could include talking like a guy, puffing her chest out like a guy, talking down to men, always showing off with an attitude when there's no need to do that. Once she exudes any of these things, all it takes is one of those traits, and then after that, you are dismissed. Have a nice life. I want nothing to do with you. In order for a woman to be considered feminine, she would know how to dress well, which means that she should be comfortable wearing clothes that include sundresses, skirts, heels, stockings, things of that nature. But if she dresses in a manner where she feels like she belongs in an office, such as a corporate conference room, nope. Absolute turnoff. I'm not interested in that. Number 4, men in general do not care about a female's degree. Almost none of us out here care about what you're making. We don't care if you rack up 6 figures, because a real self-respecting man would literally walk past her 6-figure making ass self without even acknowledging her. We don't give a damn if she works at a corporate office where she occupies an executive position. Now check this out. To the weak-ass beta males who constantly chase females to the point where they become stalkers, they find this concept attractive. These boys honestly believe that a female who has a strong position in a corporate office is somehow considered empowering, and therefore they find that attractive. No, it's not. I don't care if she's racking 6 figures. I don't care how many degrees she has under her belt. That is most certainly not attractive to me. Now, number 5, physical attributes. Now, I'm quite sure that a lot of you men out there would agree with me when I say this. Looks do matter. That is a cold hard truth that females must learn to accept, because after all, they also go by this rule as well. But for the men, we care about the following things under this category. How old is she? How tall is she? How much does she weigh? Is she pretty? Is she in decent shape? Or is she out of shape? These questions matter a lot to us as men. And just like the females, we also have a selection process that we use in order to weed out those that do not fit our criteria. Number 6, is she good in bed? This is another big one. If she's not good in bed, then that's not the right match for you. It doesn't matter how attractive she is. If she's not good in bed, then it's impossible to have her around. Number 7, this is something that I believe all men should know. Never cohabitate with the female. In other words, do not move into a residence with the female, because you don't know how that situation will end. Deep down, you don't know what kind of person you're really dealing with. For those of you boys out there that have girlfriends, you don't know when she could turn into a bitch and file a restraining order against you and then kick you to the curb. I'm going to paraphrase something that Tom Leykis said a long time ago. Do you really want to get married? Because you don't know when she could turn into a bitch, kidnap your child, and then you'll never see them again. Divorce your ass so that she can get child support, vagina money, and take your house away, and you still got to pay for that place. This can happen at any point. Number 8. Gentlemen, stop trying to get female friends. Men and females cannot be friends under any circumstances. I don't care what type of situation it is. But gentlemen, you need to understand this. Stop trying to be friends with females just because you're afraid of being alone with no one around you. Having females as friends? What's wrong with you? As soon as you agree to be friends with a female, you cannot sleep with her. Females in general do not sleep around with friends, because friendship with the female only gets you a big pair of blue balls. It's platonic. These are dead ends. You cannot progress any further than being friends. Number 9. Females. If you have male friends, aka beta male simps in your orbit, that means you belong to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I don't care if it's just 1, 2, or 3 male friends. I don't care. She's simply trying to keep these beta males in her friend zone so that she can get as much attention and validation as she needs in order to survive. Perhaps some of you recall something I said in one of my previous episodes. The typical female does her damn best to raise her body count as high as she could, because she believes that the higher her body count is, the more popular she becomes. Fame is the key word. So if a very physically attractive female has so many beta males in her orbit, gentlemen, you must perceive that as a bloody red flag and turn around and sprint for your dear lives, because you don't know how many STDs she could have at that given moment. I would rather live safe and clean than to suffer with any medical conditions. So in conclusion, the main reason as to why I stated all of these standards is because nowadays American females have evolved so much to the degree where they've become such disrespectful human beings. Of course, let me put that disclaimer out there. Not all females, but most of them have been conditioned to never appreciate what a man can bring to the table. Remember, it all goes back to the feminist movement. Because of this movement, females were conditioned and taught that they deserve everything. They deserve a man who's at least 6 feet tall, who racks up 6 figures minimum, he's six-packing, he has a 6-inch schlong minimum, and so forth. Folks, I shall make this exceedingly clear. Nobody deserves shit. You have to earn it, and no matter how much work men can put to the table, It's never good enough for these females because they claim that everything we're doing is somehow considered the bare minimum. It's never good enough for them. So with that said, I shall leave you with this. Gentlemen, ask yourselves this one important question. After all of the time you wasted trying to impress females, after all of the money that you blew away buying females unnecessary gifts, purses, shoes, dresses, after all of the stamina and effort you spent trying to appease these mediocre 304s, would you rather sacrifice your mental health to please other people, especially these females, or would you rather move mountains for yourselves? Feel free to put down your answers on the comment section below this video. So with all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and every single one of you, have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.